What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that boar and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch.
Hey there, welcome back. What I want to do right away So I did glance at a map of where the feathered serpent is, and I want to go get it before that knowledge falls out of my fucking brain here. Looking for a ride, handsome? I need you to drop me very deep in the woods by the Cincerock. That's quite a haul to do on foot, quite a haul in my chopper also, so the fare will be 3,000 Nuyen. Not that bad. I'll pay. Hey there. Let's try not to get fucked up too much. It's not a long walk if we can dodge hellhounds, but even then, with our medkit supply, they're gonna have to fucking breathe fire on all three of us at once. Duck for cover! Hellhounds bound into the clearing, and son of a bitch. Holy shit, apparently this sports rifle was made for hunting hellhounds. My god. I guess normally I don't run with shotguns, so maybe shotguns make short work of hellhounds. That's good enough. We're trying to go down and then west. It's pretty easy. If we survive that first hellhound fight, we're fine. I think we're here. Just something. Maybe it's because I died all the time out here when I was a kid, but getting lost and getting killed in the fucking Shaloshid's quite stressful. Should have been here. If it's not this... If it's not this western exit, I'm lost. Been a while since we took melee damage. There we go. What do you got there? Oh, just my lawn chair and fire pit because I live out in the wilderness. Perfect. You come upon a red samurai squad lurking about the cave. Kill them quickly before they slap this operation to direct. They unholster their weapons and come at you. Maybe buy me dinner first. Another lawn chair. There we go. Entering the antechamber, you see a red samurai squad attempting to kill a feathered serpent. Knowing the evil that Renraku seems to breed, you join sides with the dragon and quickly finish them off. With the last of the Renraku red samurai eliminated, you find yourself face to face with the feathered serpent. As you stand wondering what it'll do next, an ethereal voice fills your head. I thank you, human, for assisting me. It seems the Renraku Corporation has it in for my kind. They now most likely have it in for you also. But tell me, how'd you happen to come here? Before you answer, remember you deal with a dragon. I need a feathered scale to avenge my brother's death. The feathered serpent gazes at you for what seems like an eternity. Honesty is so rare in humans. Understand it's appreciated even by non-humans. Okay. I would be glad to help with such a small task. I do, however, feel that it's not enough. What? I owe my life to you. And I sense you have many trials ahead of you. One of these trials I doubt you'll survive. Thus I'll bond myself, to protect you in your quest for the truth. Know that I'll appear only once to aid you, and only when that situation is dire enough for my intervention. My name is Luke, and now we are bound. Fare thee well, human, until fate brings us together again. He shakes loose a scale from his hide as he flies away. The excitement barely contained, you snatch up the final item for the ritual. Don't get too fucking excited, Josh. We gotta walk the hell out of here because I forget how many screens it was before we go north. I don't think you can go north until it's the right screen, so just always check the top. It's not this one. Probably two more to go. Got the scale out of the way. Even if we die, we get to keep the scale. So that was in my opinion, the hardest part of the game is the wilderness. So now we have we're contracted out to do a Shadowrun against Renraku, but I'm not sure how that'll line up with the story, because we also have to steal something from them as part of the plot, and I don't know which one will take priority. Hopefully it's both. Hopefully we can complete the run and steal the item we need. The map. So now we go west, and that should put us back up by the Sinsarak, and we can request... actually, I think we have to talk to the Sinsarak elves, too. I might be wrong. Maybe I had to go talk to Frosty first in the P-Barrens. Well, I think Frosty's not there, and they would have pointed us here. So hopefully the Sinsarak will escort us, because otherwise I have to walk all the way home, and despite the fact that I have $15,000, I'm tempted to just get myself killed. Duck for cover. Remaining perfectly still, you silently watch a prowling Wendigo. Missed my turn? Well, I turned too early, I guess would be more appropriate. Duck for cover. Remaining cool, you peer out of your hiding place to see a pack of hellhounds who have lost your scent. I picked a good day to shower. Unarmed elven guard stops you at the gate. Hold it, round deer. This land is no longer UCAS. It belongs to the Sinsarak elves and is governed by our tribal elders. You, Sirrah, are not a tribe member, so take your leave. May I speak with the elders? I will show you to the Lodge of Elders, thank you. The elven elders. Grant your request for an audience and assemble quickly in the lodge. Ah, apparently we knew to ask about Frosty. Lady Gillian Morningsong presides over the council and listens as you relate your search for your brother's killers. She frowns when you ask her to tell you of Frosty's involvement. You'd have us trust you, but these are such difficult times. You come from a great distance, and you say your need is great. We're willing to accept that testimony if you prove worthy. Will you agree to be tested? Yes. Excellent. Though we may not see into your heart, we can see in its reflection. We can then judge if you're worthy to be a friend of the Sinsarak and learn its secrets. You must undergo the ritual of binding. This ritual is 3 parts. If you complete them all, you'll have proven yourself to us and will become a member of the tribe. Only then can we tell you what you wish to know. The first is the trial of friendship. Take this bundle to the Amerindian village. Deliver it into the hands of the Red Buffalo woman. Thus you'll prove your friendship. If you wish, I could call one of our cops off patrol to fly you back to the highway for 1,000. Whiz chum, it'll save me much needed time. It's not even time, it's just getting lost in the fucking wilderness. Is madness. The new unit is downloaded from your cred stick and a copter is called in. After a brief but exhilarating flight, skimming the treetops and zipping through rocky crags, you find yourself back at the highway. I don't know if the terrain's actually like that out by Seattle. I've never been that far west. Let's drop off the package while we're here. It's a good thing we're getting this big payday from Renraku, because we're going to use a good amount of money just flying back and forth to Sinsarak. It's $4,000 round trip. 3,000 there and then 1,000 back. It's just a lady in a house. A lone Amerindian woman is knitting here. She looks up at you and introduces herself as Red Buffalo Woman. Thank you, elf friend. Please deliver my gift to Lady Gillian, and good luck on your journey. Thank you. That's enough of that, by which I mean no, because we might have some business in the city. I actually don't remember what the elven quests are. Tribal Elders. You present Lady Gillian with Red Buffalo Woman's return offering. Thank you, Joshua. With the delivery of this package, you've completed the first test of the ritual. Next is the trial of fellowship. Long has Eileen Two Fists been away from us. She left 2 years ago to seek her fortune in the sprawl, but no one has seen her since. Return Eileen to us. By this you'll prove your fellowship. Come on, Eileen. Breaking into the prison isn't that difficult, considering we're about to break in Renraku. I'm not too scared about hellhounds and corporate mages. I'm actually more concerned about not being able to crack a level 5 key with our current electronics skill. So for my own
peace of mind, I'm going to grab level 6 electronics on Phantom. I've cracked a 4. We can crack 4s, but I don't know if we can crack a 5 reliably, or at all. I mean, I think if we can crack a 4 sometimes, I think we have a chance to crack a 5. It's just an abysmal chance. I think at level 1 you might be able to crack a level 5. It's just an abysmal chance. So this is maybe a stupid purchase, but... yeah. Get that bio up. And you... I just need you to become a better shot, my dude. That's good. The hotel heals you. That doesn't seem right. I'm not going to complain, though. It was only 75 noon. Watch out, that man's having a heart attack. Show me some ID, pal. Not a fucking chance. Things I know about Ranraku is the building splits, and we'll have to find the appropriate elevator. I also think that the where's all your treasure computers never happen on the first floor in Ranraku because they're a little more secure. Honestly, I think we have to steal something from the 6th floor for the story. So let's just get up there, right? We'll worry about everything else later. It might be on the other side. It might be past the split. Actually, or maybe it splits at the top, and maybe I just need to choose the right elevator. It's a safe. We need to find a safe up on 6, and that's the main story. And then our quest here, our Shadowrun, if you will, is also a package. See if we can get back to the door in time. Guards might see us. Holy shit, that camera was not playing. That sucks. Only level 2s on the ground floor, though. I'm a little unimpressed, Ranraku. I was expecting more security. I suppose there is the part where their security force inside the building is enough to guard a small island nation, but... apparently there's someone outside that needs to let me know he drives a super cool motorcycle. That's not Seattle ambiance. Fucking camera keeps re-tripping it, I think, is the problem. Couple predators... several predators. Rock and roll, chummers. Oh, Christ. Can't really hide anywhere. Maybe we should just try to hide inside. They're patrolling out this way too for some reason. God damn it. Just gotta get the camera positioned in a way that they can't spawn in view if we're lucky. Because I think they reset the alarm timer whenever they fire their gun. Still, I mean, we're doing well, right? Nobody died. We haven't used any medkits yet. Magic's an infinite resource on Trent if he doesn't fatigue himself. They're just not gonna stop. Fuck. Got the run under control, except for just I can't get inside the elevator. It's a nice, soothing sound, too, at least. Like, holy shit, guys. Just find a terminal and shut it down. I mean, we have to hope there's a terminal on the ground floor, though, is the thing. That's my worry. With absolutely no evidence, I want to say that's a quirk with Renraku, is the security terminals don't spawn on the first floor. I saw a comment recently. Someone said that if your inventory's full, you can't get anything from the safe, even money. Hey there. That's just a hallway for meditating? Maybe that's a smoking area. Nah, it's... This is from the 80s. Everything's a smoking area. Oh, this is maddening. I just want to rob your corporation blind, and they just keep tripping the alarm. First floor is actually quite small. I think we've been everywhere. Thank fucking Christ. 50% chance I'm on the right side of the 6th floor. Just need to find the office that has the plot item. Ooh, he did crack a 5 though. So we're good. Well, there's a 0% chance our fucking Radio Shack deck's gonna get us through Renraku security. Joshua is in a world of trouble. Hey there. I was on the wrong side. Or, because we're in a run, the map's not here. Okay, burn the corpse. Thanks, man. Still worth it. This is going to be $20,000 if I complete the run. Suppose I could buy a hearing aid for the fucking alarm noise blowing out my eardrums. go all the way down to the first floor and hope we can run over the other escalator in time. The standing still escalator, the elevator. It's a single step escalator. Oh, I don't know why I called it that. We can check 6, but I am a little worried that we might be on the Shadowrun version of Renraku, not the plot version. If we're lucky, though, if we're lucky, they're overlapping. Then we just need to find a terminal to tell us where the package is. Show me some ID, pal. Yep, it's right inside this hunting rifle. Let me get it out for you. Joke's on them if the alarm's already on. I have nothing to lose. Find nothing. I think this is where it is. So I don't think we can grab the map while we're on a Shadowrun. Which isn't terrible. I would have preferred to double dip and do it in one run, but Renraku's not that tough. Not with the body armor. God damn it. They might not even have a security terminal. I hope they do. If they don't have a security terminal, this is going to be incredibly tedious. We'll just work our way down. We've checked 6 and we've checked 1. 4 floors to go. How the fuck did I open it with my knowledge of electronics? That was weird. There's the package. Let's get the fuck out of here. Get our payday and then we'll come back in for the map. It's a really nice payday. We could buy some cyberware probably at this point. Although I realized, not that I had much choice, is our stats aren't as optimal because they're already maxed out. You want to buy cyberware before you max out a stat, and we didn't do that. I think Joshua has all his attributes maxed, so I'm not even sure if cyberware will do anything for him. At least not as much as, getting to 7 or 8 strength, which would be amazing. I think that's what we did with Winston last time. We're definitely going to trigger an alarm before we get to the exit, unfortunately, but... Alright, so we've got the package. Let's see if I can go right back in. You easily make it past the foyer into the office area. Now for the task at hand, finding out what Renraku knows about this whole mess. Now we can go to the 6th floor. Guess I could have freed up a little room selling off some guns, but I'm gonna say the map's on the left side. I'll come rescue him, it's fine. Another goddamn predator pistol. Yeah. It is really hard to lose the alarm on this first floor. Elevators in a major hallway, the patrols spawn rather frequently. Hope I was right, because otherwise it'll take that much longer to go down and grab the other elevator. We're cruising. I'm pretty sure we can beat it tonight. Like I said, it's not a long game with the money that we've been given. I'm actually quite excited that we might be able to beat the game without decking a single thing. Not that I hate decking, it's just a very time-consuming part of the game. Damn it, thought this was the room. It might be on the other side then. Definitely a lot more alarm klaxons than my other playthroughs. Hey man. What is up? We're flying, that's what's up. think we pretty much break Eileen out of jail and we're at the end. Where the fuck? I swore it was here. Maybe it's on 5. That doesn't sound right. I swore it was on 6. Walk away. Oh shit, I think I fucked it up. Current task is to... With Ito dead, maybe a run against Unrockable Garn or something. I should be able to find it without talking to anybody. I shouldn't need to hack his system for the map. But it should be on the 6th floor. I don't think they'd keep it on 5. Unless Joshua's the one that has to open the safe, that doesn't sound real. Five is a lot less accommodating than the 6th floor. More rooms, more trouble. Not like I can bluff my way anyways. Might as well just shoot him in the back of the head. I'm the good guy. Oh, fucking, there it is. I should search the 6th floor. Fuck you, I was just up there. Maybe it does need to be Joshua that checks it. At least we know... Oh, you know, it might be because there's no room in his inventory. That might be a throwback to that hot tip, because I might have to physically place the item in my inventory and transform it into, like a quest item. Or, well, sorry. It might be more that if your inventory's full, it won't let you pick up whatever's in the safe. Yeah, it should be one of these offices that have a little foyer. Make sure we have room. The other theory is that Josh was the one that has to open it, but I don't think that's true. I don't think they make checks for that. Alright, we gotta try the other side. Back down to 1. Remember when Phantom couldn't fight? Now I'm just gunning down Red Samurai on my own. And well, actually, I don't think the guards inside Renraku headquarters are Red Samurai. They're probably special story enemies that spawn. Like in the caves or outside Boris's greenhouse. Maybe not, though, because I mean, like, Boris's greenhouse is kind of early. It's definitely earlier than when you can run Renraku. Gyrate against the edge of the elevator here until I'm allowed in. So I wonder if I actually could have grabbed it earlier. My inventories were full, though. Fuck. Thought for sure it'd be this one. Thinking that was a level 5 door, too. How are these fucking Ares predators? That's the whole 6th floor. What have I done wrong? Maybe it does need to be Joshua. I'll just go down a floor and come back up a floor. Because the terminal said 6. It's up here. Guard in here every time. Maybe the alarm can't be on? Fuck. New playthrough? Yeah, this is... we're the 3rd stream in, so this would be new as of last week. You stumble upon a red samurai patrol. The leader looks at you in recognition. There he is, that's Joshua. Open fire. I don't remember that encounter. That's kind of neat. I don't like it. Apparently I'm having a hell of a time getting through their armor. They're definitely not normal Renraku guards. That was a little close. Hey, Justin. Things were going well. Now we have a bit of a... Ooh. Japanese security forces weapon of choice. It does the same armor penetration, but the damage is way shittier. I guess it's burst fire. We just need to get our hands on this map, and we also need to watch out for a stroke team. That's what happens if you spend too much money at the massage parlor and things are lost in translation. Okay, I've opened all the safes on this side with Joshua. I mean, it might be broken because we do have a pending Shadowrun with Renraku, but we have the package, and it showed Ito Ogami as the portrait when we came in. So it's like, this should be for the map, it just won't drop. That alarm will stop any second now. Yeah, I recall that when you find the plot item in a safe, it triggers an alarm, so maybe it won't work if there is an alarm already. If we go over to the other side and the quest item isn't there, we're just going to have to leave and turn in this quest with Caleb just to make sure that's not fucking us over. Like, it should be in here, right? This is a level 5. It's someone's office, it makes sense. Two defensive grenades again. Oh no. It says left side, I was on the left side too, god damn. We'll try left one more time, but yeah, I think we fucked it up somehow. This is taking longer than the actual run we came for. One last go. Yeah, it has to be that one in that central office, but I don't know why it's not giving me the map. It's got to be this safe, but I don't want to do it if there's an alarm. It's my last theory. Make sure I have room in my inventory. Do some light cardio while we wait for more guards to spawn. Man, how about we just meet in the middle here and don't fucking play that so loud? That's what I'm thinking, Dan. Even though we have the package, it might not work because we have an active contract. So if this isn't the map when the alarm's off, we just have to go back to K-Lab. My own fault for not turning it in. Oh my god, these fucking guards. I just need to open the safe. And I want to say that's a relatively well-known bug, too. I just completely forgot, because normally I don't do corp runs, so it never occurred to me to get fucked over for doing both. Come on, guys. These Run Rockwell alarms are just fucking brutal. Well, it's the patrols, really. Yeah. Busted because we're on a Shadowrun. Let's get out of here. Still, we're gonna get like 25 grand or something for this. I would really like to avoid another alarm, so if you could pretend to invisible me. $10,000 million. Money, please. Much thanks for the run, Joshua. Goodbye. Looked like it was about 23,000 we were contracted for. I like it. Can I help you, sir? High fivers? God damn it. Just trying to turn invisible, I just kept getting events forced on me. So much for saving time on the elevator ride. The fucking alarm went off anyways. Well, I can try to invisible myself right in front of the elevator, but I'm pretty sure they'll shoot their guns at the other guys. Just some optical distortions trying to get to the 6th floor. Don't mind us. Might last longer based on my essence level. Not my essence level, the level of the spell. It's only level 2 invisibility. If we bought like level 6, might last a lot longer, but then I mean you have to splurge on level 6 invisibility. I mean you make 20,000 on one run, but if you can do a Renraku run without level 6 invisibility, do you need level 6 invisibility? The answer is probably not. I'm in no mood. Oh, I got shot dead. Apparently I am in the mood. I'll let him kill Joshua. He's the bread and butter here. Just to play it safe, we will have Joshua look in the safe. There it is. Inside the safe, you find a large envelope with Alacia stenciled on the front. The envelope produces what appears to be some sort of animal hide covered with strange markings. The hide has been treated to make it transparent. With a flash of insight, you realize this is some sort of map. However, there are no landmarks, so this must be an overlay to another map. A memo inside confirms that there must be a second map that has not yet been found, but your immediate worry is to leave with the map now that your opening of the safe has triggered an alarm. Oh, yep, sorry, I forgot to turn the volume back up, so we missed out on that. Well, it's just the title screen music, isn't it? The fuck, I can't go... Oh. It triggered the alarm, which actually toggled the noise. So we're actually in the middle of an alarm right now. She's not making any sound. Once we get out of here with this map, I need to take a step away for a drink. So yeah, we rescue Eileen Two-Fist, and that should be the end of the elf quest chain. And then I think, now that we know that it's Thawne, I think we just go talk to Frosty, find the other part of the map, and we're at the end of the game. Sub 10 hours. I normally always get carried away and get super high stats, but it was kind of fun to play through with lower stats. Things generally went our way anyways. The gun rebalance helped too, like that fucking sports rifle I bought in the Redmond Barrens, and we've been using it for the entire game. There you go, there's that full volume alarm klaxon you've all come to know and love. That was pretty much the last corp run of the game, I think. We don't need to make a pact with the Mafia or the Yakuza. Well, it might have come in handy. We might have needed that armor to kill Vigor and Jarl, but... Tricks to vibrate with the music. That lets you phase through the door. Never got the assault rifle. I bought one, and it wasn't that good, so I gave it to Phantom. And I mean, it's good on Phantom. I don't know, I prefer the hunting rifle on Joshua. My master needs help, I'll help. Come quickly, the coroner needs your help. They're dead. There's a doc around here somewhere, but I think this one overcharges. Let's go to the hospital. That'll give me an opportunity to step away for that drink. So I think we pretty much just fly out. Oh, sorry, no, we have to rescue Eileen Two-Fist first, don't we? So we'll get healed up and then we'll break into the prison. Nah, I'll be back. Am I going to get some wired reflexes on Joshua? Because his stats are maxed, I'm not sure if we'll get a lot out of wired reflexes, but you do make a good point, Dan, because I think wired reflexes increases your attack speed, which isn't as good on an SMG because it already shoots a burst, so something slow like a rifle will get the biggest boon from wired reflexes. I think we're a little short on cash for that, though, considering I need to spend so many flying up to Sinsrock, but I'll give it a think. Alright, we've got full health. Just took a little cat nap in the lobby. We can definitely break into the prison. I don't think I even need to do anything, since I can crack a level 5 maglock. We can just walk right in the front door. Why, if it isn't George Washington, the friendly cocaine delivery man, what can I do for you? Open fire. Oh, right, you have to actually pass that check to be allowed inside the prison. Thanks for the med kit. I'm a bad shot. Might be based on my charisma. There we go. You kill the first guard and he slumps over the controls that open the gate. You dash into the prison with the other guards hot on your trail. Irrelevant. God damn it, Phantom. Time is of the essence here. For some reason, there's not an alarm. Hello. It's the one with a lady in it. That's a dude. Level 5, maybe this is her. Really? An empty 5? She's got to be at the tippy top then. I don't see her here. It's a fella again. I do like that the prison just plays club music for some reason. What the hell is she? Officer? I don't know why they're not attacking me. It's making this part super easy. Oh, you know what? I think I fucked this up on my last playthrough too. You have to know that she's in jail, don't you? So I think we have to go talk to Gunderson first.
Schattenlauf. Schattenlauf.
Not him. Maybe it's Mortimer Reed. It's always Mortimer Reed. I don't think Caleb Brightmore would work with Eileen Twofish. She's kind of small time. There's always Julia Strother. For fucking 6 etiquette, I better at least get a discount. I had to pay him $150. Hey Josh, we've been on a lot of people's lips lately. Goddamn right it's free.
Schattenlauf. Schattenlauf.
Nobody knows about Eileen Two-Fist. Spirit Eyes needs the scale. We can drop that off. Contract was given by Frosty. Sinsarak. I need to find Eileen Two-Fists. Yeah, so we don't know where she is. We need to find out that she's in jail. I don't know who would tell you. I swore it was Gunderson. Maybe Caleb, but yeah, it's kind of weird that Eileen would be working with him. Maybe it's because she's with the elves and he's an elf. My master needs help. Oh. The I-5 will see you and scatter immediately. Huh, George Washington, we don't want any trouble. Goddamn right. Much like Georgie sailed across that frozen river, I will sail a bullet across your skull. Walk away. It wasn't the forest elves, so they told us to find Eileen Two-Fists, but someone in the city has to tell us she got thrown in jail. Information, questions. Why would you know Eileen Two-Fists, though? She's doing serious time from a botched run against Ares. See, Caleb wouldn't waste his time with Ares runs. She got set up by some of her buddies to take the fall while they got rich. Yeah. Now we can bust her out real easy peasy. I mean, you saw. That's probably why there was no alarm, was because there's no reason to go in there except for Eileen. It's a shame there weren't any prison runs scheduled. Wow, George Washington. In my city. He took my picture. Maybe there's an alarm this time, but I'm not particularly scared of prison guards. They just seem to be Lone Star, which is weaker than Renraku. Officer. Alright, she's not in the middle row, so she's probably on the top. Oh, there she is. Irene gracefully leaps into a cat-like fighting stance as you enter. You briefly explain your involvement with the Sinsarak and your purpose for being here. She smiles and reaches under a cot, pulling out a crude but workable homemade pistol. Love that prison shop class. She points to the ventilation duct in the hallway. Help me with this grate. I've got a few scores to settle. Between the two of you, the grate is dismantled in record time. Thanks, chum. When I get out of here, I have some biz to discuss with Gunderson. So if you want my help, I'll be at the jump house in Redmond. She scurries into the duct, which is too small for your bulk. I go to the gym. Looks like you'll have to risk the front door again. So that's why I was thinking Gunderson, because she says his name explicitly and you hire her at the jump house. My memory and the truth became intertwined. And fucked me for a good 5 minutes, but...
Schattenlauf.
Information? Oh, that should be good then.
Schattenlauf.
I think we can just go tell the Sinsarak she's fine. That should be it with the wilderness. Thirdly, will you promise to aid, defend, and respect the Sinsarak, both the land and the people, for the rest of your day? Simply answer yes. Thereby you'll prove your faithfulness. Okay. Your answer pleases Lady Gillian. She leads you outside where an initiation ceremony has begun. The entire elf tribe of Sinsarak has assembled outside. They hush as Lady Gillian begins. This individual, known as Joshua, or George Washington, has proven himself worthy to be called a friend of the Sinsarak. We grant him honorary status in our tribe. May Alicia, our first chief, watch over Joshua as he watches over the actions of all the tribe. The tribe begins an elvish chant, then silence fills the air. Slowly they each come up, rest their hands on your shoulders, and call you brother. I hope it's not solemn at all and they do it like Hulk Hogan. Welcome aboard, brother. Lady Gillian then invites you back to the Elders' Chambers. Now that you're an honorary member of the tribe, I can answer your questions. What can you tell me about Elysia? He was the first chief of our tribe. His ideals are what all members of the Sinsarak attempt to achieve. His known deeds are recorded as object lessons, and his life is an example to all elves. You do well to study him. What do you know about someone named Thon? Little is known of this disgusting individual, except he's taken a great interest in the Sinsarak. His purposes cannot be benign, but as of yet we can't fathom his true intent. We only know his two toads, Vigor and Jarl, have been desecrating our land for over a month now. We've gathered that Thon is a powerful fighter, but he's intelligent enough to let others do the fighting for him whenever possible. This also appears to be true with his bidding. I'm looking for Frosty? Jane Foster. She's the student of one of the most powerful and secretive elves in Seattle. She came to Seattle under mysterious circumstances, and has worked with her patron ever since. She said that before your paths can cross, you must first seek the wisdom of your ancestors. I must go along with your oh no, I gotta go to fucking the tribal lodge on Council Island first. So, I'm gonna have to burn a little extra cash on the helicopter ride. That sucks. I thought you could complete them all out of order, but I guess it makes sense that you need to know about Thon before you talk to Frosty. Frosty's the final part of the triumvirate quest chain, I guess. We have the scale, though, so we'll get a little cutscene here. You've completed your tasks, young warrior. Rest while I call upon the spirits. In return for the gifts you provided, they'll guide me to the answers you seek. Spirit Eyes is soon set up for the ritual with the items you've provided. You watch spellbound as he begins. Evil walks the land. It's more powerful than I expected and dedicated to the pursuit of power. This is the true face of your enemy, and his name is Thon. Thon killed your brother, and he's linked himself to you. I sense he's already begun shaping the events of your life from afar. His lust for power is boundless. You must stop him. Why do you waste time here with me? There are no more answers I can provide. You must seek out Thon. You must find the clues yourself. That cost $4,000, that little chit-chat. Tribal Elders? I'll show you the Lodge of the Elders. Hello, friend Joshua. I'd like to see Frosty. She's expecting you. You're taken to Frosty, who's drawn much more differently than everybody else for some reason. There's a definite edge to her features of one who has seen and done things unspeakable. However, her attitude is calm and her words warm. Joshua, it's good to finally meet you after hearing so much about your exploits. All the second-hand stories do you no justice. You've shown remarkable tenacity, skill, and ability. Thanks for not calling me George Washington. I just hope you have the talent to finish the task you so rashly started. What did you want to know? What do you know about someone named Thon? Thon is more and less than he seems, but I think that information should come from my master. To be honest, however, I'm amazed you've stood against him as long as you have. Why is Renraku involved? As with most megacorps, Renraku's mostly interested in profit. Somehow they got hooked up with Thon and his goons. They think they can profit from whatever Thon is up to. Thon has other plans and seeks to burn the bridge to Renraku. What can you tell me about my brother? I contacted Caleb Brightmore for a few runners, and he chose your brother as well as the others. I deeply apologize for your loss. I had no way of knowing Thon and his cronies had set an ambush. My master is Harlequin. It was he who asked me to find a team to go into the Shalishi. Although some say he is crazy, he has a plan and the ability to see it carried out. Harlequin seeks to end Thon's presence in this world, but I've said all I can on that subject. I think it's time you talk with Harlequin. You can find him in the Piala Barrens at the Tarislar Garden Apartments. I feel he's supposed to have more face paint, but that might have just been some confusion on the sprite work there. I need a ride to the highway. Thank you so much. We're pretty much at the end. I think Harlequin just has us go fight Thon, and then we're done. I'm not quite certain we're powerful enough to beat Thon. We might need a little extra punch in our guns, but we'll find out. You enter the Tarislar Garden Apartments. 2 elves carrying submachine guns greet you at the door. They say nothing but motion you to follow them. They lead you into the elevator and you ride to the top floor. Passing even more armed elves, you enter the penthouse. Inside, you face a bizarre sight. There stands an elf, his face tattooed like a clown. However, his expression reflects his serious nature. This must be Harlequin. So we meet. I guess you would eventually have found me, given your resources and abilities. As you've probably guessed, I've been keeping an eye on you since you first arrived in Seattle. You've acquired quite a reputation in your short time here, yet your original mission remains unfulfilled. I'll help you if I can. What do you know about my brother? Your brother's death is made worse by the fact that it was wholly avoidable. I underestimated Thon, and he punished me by destroying those in my employ. I apologize for Michael's death. Who is Thon? Thon is a what, not a who. It's a free spirit, an elemental whose summoner was killed. Thon's older than most, and with age comes power, considerable power in Thon's case, but Thon is cursed. He must replenish his life force, or his form in this world will eventually cease to exist. He seeks out magical artifacts and, in a ritual of destruction, absorbs their energies. Currently, Thon's energy is waning, but make no mistake, he is still very powerful and quite dangerous. But to save on expenditure of his energies, he now uses much outside help and avoids direct confrontations. Why is Renraku involved? Renraku became involved with Thon through Vigor, who was casting about for corporate support. Renraku assigned Mako to the project, but he was easily blinded by the promise of power and became Thon's unwitting pawn. After Thon fragged his relationship with Renraku, Mako was replaced. Ito Ogami is a legendary player of hardball. I've managed to keep him and Renraku off my trail so far. Oh yeah, I killed him. You managed to have him killed? No, I killed him. It seems I'm not the only person to underestimate you, although it appears I'll be the only one around to correct my mistake. With Ogami out of the way, Renraku shouldn't bother us any longer. You show Harlequin the map you retrieved from Renraku, so I might be able to do the map last. I think you can do the quest to figure out that Thon killed your brother, and then befriend the Sinsarak, and then you could attack Renraku. So we did it a little out of order here, but that's okay. This shows the location of Eligia's tomb, but the reference points have been removed. The map and its counterpart must be what Thon is after. Thon killed your brother. If you really want the revenge you've been after, you must thwart his plans. Earlier I mentioned Vigor. Have you heard of him? You tell Harlequin what you know of Vigor and Jarl. Harlequin frowns when he hears of your contact with them. Vigor is Thon's most trusted lieutenant, and the frontman for Thon's operations. Jarl is less well known, but just as important to the spirit. Both of them have been using you for information. Seek out Vigor and Jarl. They're the weak link in the chain. See if you can break it. I spoke with them for like 2 minutes. I didn't even take a run from them. I may have paid them for Max. I don't think... Maybe Max was their... I don't know if Max was their contact or not. How ironic that he lives across the street from Vigor and Jarl. I'd like to go in. I know you. You Joshua. You got good rep. Step inside. Thank you. This an old man? He flashes his gums at you. His foul breath is air freshener compared to the stench of his withered body. The booth that Vigor and Jarl worked out of is now empty. You ask around, but no one seems to know where they left or where they went. So, I know that we have to go to the Rat's Nest in Redmond Barrens, but I'm not sure what triggers us to know that fact. Lone Star is this area cordoned off. Badges swarm the area with serious intensity. You decide it'd be wise to leave until the heat dies down. Grenades for sale. I wasn't sure if he was going to make an appearance tonight. What triggers it? Maybe Gunderson? Maybe Boris? Maybe my pocket secretary? If appetizers are still half price, Gunderson will be here. Perfect. Vigor. Word on the Johnson grapevine says he was involved in something nastier than any Johnson would touch. They say he's holed up in some secret base in the Rat's Nest, thank you. Gunderson's a little more than a glorified bookie, but he's got a pretty impactful role in the story. Helps get me on my way. Tips me off about this. This area seems to have been swept with recent activity. Knowing Vigor must be somewhere around, you start a thorough search. You get lucky and find a secret entrance to an old fallout shelter. After a quick search of the bunker, you find a copy of your overlay map. In addition, the landmark map is rolled up with it. Harlequin should be most interested in this. You leave cautiously, expecting to be jumped. Fortunately, your luck holds out and you'll leave the area without incident. Goodbye, goons. And then we just need a lifetime supply of medkits and we can beat the game. I mean, we're at the end. Well under 10 hours, I believe. Could have gone even quicker, but we moved at a leisurely pace. I liked it. I liked the... Well, hang on, I suppose. He could have balanced on all fucking wacky tabacky on me, but... Overall, I liked the pacing that was provided with the increased money. I do have $23,000 to my name. Let's see if I can afford a wild reflexes. Make me bump fire this hunting rifle. Holy shit, not a chance. I'll get this though, get some synthol injected. There we go. Make those muscles nice and big. I have 45 karma. Holy shit, we should probably spend some of that. Well, so, we killed a lot of guys in Renraku, but there's also a good chance that the karma payout on that Renraku run was really increased. Some of those drugs leap from the shadows. You're forced back on the street where they attack. Fucking low-level goons. I don't have time for this. There, thanks for dropping money for me to use the hotel. Well, I can just become a crack shot, I guess. Do I have any money left? No. I was kind of tempted to buy Trent another level in Fire Blast or whatever. It's at like level 2. You know what? Because he does have to fight the whole time, let's try to buy him some magic. Probably the arcology. Hopefully I can afford one more level of Fire Blast. Wrong shop, we have to go to the P-Barons. Works out, because P-Barons is where we catch a ride to Thon's little hidey hole, Alicia's tomb. Why'd I do this? This isn't the wizard store. Level 4 should be quite potent. A little bit of drain, so let's not do that. Good success rate. And then, you know, we didn't cast Mana Zoop a single time because we just have a mage. Save load game. Our first save, technically. Actually, I only did a save state at the end of each stream. It would have been really fucking bad if the game locked up or something. Ba-ba-boom! That's the sound Fire Blast makes, by the way, for some reason. Alright, let's go. Hello again, Joshua. You've bought my time with your pain. Spend it as you wish. I have some information for you. You show him the map you retrieved from Renraku and the map you took from Vigor and Jarl. Impressive. This shows the exact location of Alicia's tomb. If one's familiar with these landmarks. If Vigor had these maps, then Thon must be very close to finding the tomb. There's no telling what artifacts are in that tomb. I'll not stand idle and let that mockery desecrate the final resting place of such a noble warrior. Harlequin is half standing, his knuckles bone white where he's clenching the chair. Suddenly his animated features go slack as he slowly sinks back into his seat. He speaks with quiet determination. As we sit here, Thon may already be at Elysia's tomb. Joshua, we must go now to assemble a team to destroy Thon. We have very little time, so equip your team well, and when you return here, I'll have arranged for your transport to the tomb. He fixes you with his piercing gaze. I beseech you. Thon must be stopped and an elven myth preserved. I'll prepare things on this end for your return. Alright, ready to go. Are you prepared? Yes, I just said so. He takes you to a sleek VTOL craft, whose body bristles with communications and jamming devices. A harried ride with Harlequin at the stick takes you to the entrance of Elysia's tomb. He gives you a hands-free walkie-talkie. I can plug myself into a computer and upload my consciousness into the Matrix, and he's like, here's a hands-free walkie-talkie. It goes on your head. Wow, thanks, Harlequin. What amazing technology. What happens in the tomb is up to you. I'll take care of things out here. He holds up a hand to stifle your questions and ushers you into the tomb. Good luck, my friend, and may we meet again. You take a deep breath of fresh air and a last look at the forest. Nodding to Harlequin, you turn and walk into the tomb's antechamber, noticing that the stone doors were literally ripped from the entrance. That's probably fine. What did I tell you? This is the actual challenging part. Entering the antechamber, you see a giant humanoid creature digging in the dirt ahead. Huge clawed hands pull artifacts from a broken chest, placing them aside. The creature turns from the chest and peers at you. You've arrived in time to witness the birth of a new era. Kneel, slave. You feel something reach into your mind and force you towards the ground. I am Thon, new ruler of this world. With the powers of this tomb, all will kneel to me. The unseen iron grip begins to diminish, and once again you're in control of your actions. What's happening? My power's waning. Harlequin's voice rings over the walkie-talkie. Joshua, the Council's channeling their powers to weaken Thon. He's now susceptible to physical damage. It's all up to you now, Joshua. Let him have it. Wish I could just shoot him with a fucking bazooka. Oh! Vigor and Jarl had a... Whoop! This is what the medkits are for. He actually shoots this thing pretty fast with just a muscle replacement. Rock and roll, chummers. Poor Trent is not having a good fucking go here. There we go, we just beat Shadowrun. He shoots that rifle fucking fast. Luke's head swivels towards you. I told you my help would be needed, human. His razor-sharp teeth gleam as his voice fills your head. I have Thon under my will at the moment, but soon he will overcome me, and you must destroy him. That's what I've been trying to do. When I can no longer contain him, he'll attempt to flee the tomb. The walls are lined with the magical ore, or a halcyon. You must blast the opening of the tomb as he attempts to escape. This will serve two purposes: to crush him with the ore, and permanently seal the tomb from others. Can you do this? I love shooting things. Then get to it, my friend. The fate of this world is balanced upon your actions. I like that he doesn't try to run up the hole Luke made. Oh no, my one weakness! MacGuffin ore! There I am, one-handing my rifle. As the tomb seals shut, you feel a darkness wash away from your mind. You wonder, can it be true? Is Thon really defeated now that his corporeal form is destroyed? No, that's not how magic works. When the dust settles, Harlequin contacts you via walkie-talkie. You did it, Joshua. Alicia's powers and secrets are once again at rest. All of Seattle is forever in your debt. That said, you feel a wave of exhaustion envelop you. It's over. For now. There you go. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could beat the game without doing any decking, and we did. We never had to jack in. Phantom really came in handy for the Maglocks, but we didn't have to do any decking. Not that I have a problem with the Matrix. I really like this, the Matrix minigame, but it's mostly a cash sink, and Shadowrun 2058 solves all your cash problems with the karma and money rebalance. I liked it. I liked Shadowrun 2058. It didn't change a lot. It pretty much just changed the money and the karma and some of the guns. Like, I really like the hunting rifle, which is really just a shotgun with a silencer. Yeah, Shadowrun 2058 by Vickfield. Couldn't ask for too much more, considering it's a ROM hack of a relatively obscure Sega Genesis game, but I don't think I could go back to the base game. It's like, I don't... What is it? It's like the cache is increased by a factor of 3 or 4. Just makes the game so much quicker. I certainly wouldn't call it like a low-level playthrough, because I probably over-leveled anyways. Got a bunch of karma at the end from that Renraku run, but... You know, normally I have like a bunch of cyberware and like my combat skills at 12, my computer's at 12 on the Decker. But he's 9. Yeah, we mostly beat it with combat skills at 10, even then that was too high, but... I mean, I bought this gun in the first shop. Body armor from the crime mall, so we didn't have to end up making an alliance with the Yakuza, the Mafia. Which doesn't really have a bearing on the story, it's just like a late-game, high-end equipment, mostly. Probably could have not used a mage. Honestly, I probably could have done it with 3 samurais. I probably could have done Winston Stark or Winston Eileen or Eileen Stark. I guess we could see what some computer shit costs, right? Because we didn't buy a single thing for our Decker. It seems that he's planning to harm her. What's going on here? The woman calls to you for help. The thug that was following her calls to some friends as he pulls out his weapon. It says he normally draws a heavy pistol, which is a lot less imposing than his weapon. You approach a sickly pale elf with an old SimSense unit strapped to the base of his skull. Eventually, his eyes focus at some point close to where you're standing. He drones out a monotone sales pitch as he shows you his collection. 3,000 for level 4. Oh man, yeah. Not that I have any money, but... Ah! Holy shit! How much for the best or second best cyber deck in the game? 5 million Nuyen if for some reason you want to be a decker. Holy fuck! 5 million. How much do I think data files sell for? I don't think he increased the data value is the thing. Dan might know. I think Dan's played this before. If Roscoe doesn't buy data for extra money, 5 million is fucking insane. Because you can get 50,000 from a Matrix run from Caleb, but still, 50,000. Roscoe must take more for the data. But I mean, I showed that you can beat the game without decking even once, so if you want a deck, that's a personal choice. Is that with Joshua's negotiation? I mean, it's not. Wow. You don't see that picture a lot. That's a dwarf. They won't have the Fuchis. They won't have the Fairlight Excalibur to compare the price. Catch a ride back. So yeah, I would say I did maybe a little too much mid-game grinding with Mitsuhama and Fuchi. It seems once I had the crime mall... Sorry, that fucking Renraku music's loud. Once we had the crime mall body armor, I probably could have attacked Renraku. He seems to be hurt badly. Oh no, a vampire. Oh, what the? It actually is a vampire. What are we gonna do, guys? Turn her into... That was purple ash, like it was all glitter when she died. Let's see what kind of discount Joshua gets on that 5 million cyber deck. 5 through 13. What? It costs more money. That's an interesting bug. Might also be a text display error, because that's a lot of fucking digits. I don't think anything's supposed to sell for that much. Come here, son, we want to talk to you. Nope. $256 for a Fuji Cyber 6. See, that worked. Yeah, I think it's just a display error. 256, 140. There's a disturbance up ahead. Wow, George Washington. Getting my picture taken. What a great note to end on. Let me reload my gun here. It's time to wrap it up, though. 25 to get in, yeah, whatever. Because they didn't really add anything. So, I mean, we did the rifle. That's pretty much it, right? So, I mean, that's it. We're at the end of Shadowrun. I liked it, but, I mean, I've played it through 3 times. There's only so much Shadowrun you can do and show. Unless some mad lad wants to make an even larger overhaul, but I mean, I wouldn't come back for a minor balance patch. I would say Shadowrun 2058, and then if you can put the no tar pit hack over top of that, I would say that's the definitive Shadowrun experience if for some reason you're playing Shadowrun in 2022. Well, there you go, yeah. If you can put the tar pit hack over it, that's the way that you should play Shadowrun, is this plus the tar pit hack. Until someone comes along and makes an even crazier overhaul, but I think it'll be a few years before I have to worry about that getting requested. But thanks for coming out to watch Shadowrun 2058. What a fun little ROM hack. Like I said, the money sped everything up. A lot of people wanted to take George Washington's picture. We did a lot of corp runs, which means we got to listen to the alarm clacks and a lot, but the game moves really, really fast when money's not a problem. It's kind of neat. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with a brand new game. So until then.